we're going to start down at the very bottom of the screen here. If you cannot see the 5 icons down at the bottom of the screen in this navigation bar, so the magnifying glass, the library card, that Libby icon, the stack of books, and then the clock, if you can't see those, then Joe is going to chat out those instructions one more time. And if you need to change your zoom ratio, that will correct that for you. So that is where we're going to start out the presentation here today. We will talk about all of these icons throughout the presentation, but we're going to start to the left of the Libby menu. So that Libby icon in the very center, we're going to start directly to the left of that on our library card. So when you want to browse your library's entire collection of ebooks, audiobooks, and magazines, you're going to tap on that library icon here. So think of it like you grab your library card and then drive to the physical library to walk around and find a book to borrow. So up at the top of this page is where you're going to find some filters. This is a really good place to start your browsing experience if you want to look at books that are popular or available now. You could also tap on subjects if you were looking for something, in a mystery category or a historical fiction category. That option is available for you as well. So a really good place to start there. Now, as you scroll down the page, that's when you're going to see some catalog guides. This is just another way that the library can organize some books for you if you want to look at something specific. So these actually change and vary from library to library. So you might not see the exact same catalog guides that my demo library is showing here, but it's just another nice way that you can browse for books. As we scroll down even farther, that's when you're going to start to see curated collections that your library puts together for you. So this is just like if you were to walk into the physical library during the summer, maybe they're displaying some beach reads. In the winter, cozy mysteries. All of the history months, they might be showing some displays, some virtual displays like that. This is just the digital version of those physical displays. So a nice way that the library can show you some fresh and exciting collections. So as I mentioned, the library tab down at the bottom in the navigation bar is where you're going to browse for books if you don't know exactly what you're looking for. If you do know exactly what you're looking for, so a title or author or series name, that's when you're going to come over to the magnifying glass. So let's go ahead and tap on that magnifying glass here. So as I mentioned, you could type in a title, an author, a series name, a magazine name. I'm going to type in Untamed. That's the book we're going to look for today. And we can tap on any of these search suggestions if you'd like. I always like to just tap on my device's search button, and that way it's capturing every single item that would have populated in the search. So we're looking for everything that's matching Untamed here. So a few things I want to point out while we're searching for a book. The first is how you can visually tell the difference between an ebook and an audiobook. So let's start talking about the audiobook first. You can see it's the second option here. It has a half jacket cover. And then right underneath, you'll see a pair of headphone icons and then the duration of the audiobook as well. So anytime you're looking for a book to listen to, be on the lookout for those headphone icons and that half jacket cover. Ebooks, on the other hand, are going to have a full jacket cover. So you can see it's a little bit longer and there's not any icons underneath. So just keep in mind that you are borrowing it in the specific format that the library purchases it in. So if you want that audiobook, look for those headphone icons. If you want the ebook, look for that full jacket cover. The other thing I want to point out here is the difference between titles that are available to borrow right away. So you'll see a borrow button right next to that jacket cover, but others might have a wait list. So those will say place hold instead. That just means that there's someone currently reading every copy that the library owns. So to join that waiting list, all you have to do is tap on place hold here. That's going to take you to the confirmation page. So on that confirmation page, you will see at the bottom approximately how long that title will take to get to you. And then you can confirm that you want to place that hold by tapping place hold again. And that's going to allow you to join that waiting list. So now Libby is giving us a few different options for what to do next. I'm going to go ahead and say keep browsing, and that's going to take us right back to the same search that we were making. So if I tap on keep browsing here and scroll up, you can see I'm still looking at everything that matches Untamed, and now that audiobook version is on my hold shelf. Let's go ahead and borrow the ebook version. So I can tap borrow right here next to the jacket cover. But if you ever come across a book that seems interesting and you don't know exactly what it's about, you can tap directly on the jacket cover to view its details page. So this will give you all of that good information about what the book is about. From this page, you can go ahead and borrow from here as well. So let's go ahead and tap on borrow. That's going to bring us to the borrowing confirmation page. So up at the top of your borrowing confirmation page, you'll see the lending period that your library offers. So your default lending period is 14 days, but if you tap on that 14-day button there, you'll be able to switch it over to 21. So I'm going to tap on 21 here. That is now going to change the default lending period to 21 days for ebooks. So you'll do this the first time with you borrow an ebook, and then the first time you borrow an audiobook, and then you're good to go. After that, 21 days will be your default lending period. And library books through Libby do return automatically on their due date, so you never have to worry about late fees.